All right. Welcome all. Started recording the session. Yeah, we had such a great session. Before session, we were asking a few questions, and few of you set the goal, especially whomever have not set the goal yet. All right, let me also give a quick summary around it. Welcome all to this Wake Up USA movement. And as part of this movement, every day, in every way, like we show up for ourselves and giving and gifting the me time for each of us. Yeah, because once you give this first 1 hour for yourself completely, and in the path of getting that kind of quantum leap experience. Yeah, so this year's theme is about how we can live the best of the best year ever, making this 2024 as the best of the best year, and by living the quantum leap. So when I say quantum leap, it's an attitude, it is a lifestyle, it is a way of thinking, way of doing, way of being, and completely like surrendering yourself into that process. Anything you think is like the quantum in a nutshell, I can say anything you think is doable. Yeah, basically now you get into that, can I, will I, or if these constraints, can I do it, not that way. Yeah. So here you're breaking all the limits. And as part of this, in this entire month, we've been doing this manifestation manifestation challenge. Yeah, in this manifestation, it is also money fest. Yeah, it's a celebration. You're celebrating with that money by having that kind of touch and feel, and experiencing the miracles, even from unknown resources, from unknown possibilities. Just happening to you, and you're manifesting it. One is a kind of money fest as a festival spirit, and then you're also making it as a, instead of just manifestation, you're a kind of manifestation, whereas you enhance your awareness or consciousness about money. The more and more we enhance about it, the kind of relationship with the money, how you want to interact with the money, whenever you think about it, talk about it, transact about it. Yeah, even you're transacting money, how exactly you feel, whether it comes to that expense, whether it's about making that income is not just one source of income, into multiple sources, and believing that how you can really enhance your possibility thinking and getting things done. Yeah. So in the session, before session, if any of you want to just give a quick summary, yeah, what we discussed. Yeah, I was talking about setting the, or looking into your money thermostat. Yeah, what is money thermostat? You want to keep your thermostat. That's a temperature and then thermostat. And if you are just keeping a thermometer mindset, yeah, and it's still going to show the temperature, but it is just going to show however it is. Yeah. For example, in case you set your goal and the goal is much higher, bigger, and that number might have even scared you, that, oh, whether I can really achieve it, right? Maybe that your limiting mindset might have even told. But in this quantum thinking, what we do is break all the limits. Yeah. So when we say break all the limits, so based on your thermostat, okay, whether the thermostat can be the hottest, whether you can keep it, no, right? So you're not going to keep just because the temperature is so much. You cannot just keep your thermostat in 100 plus. Yeah, you want to keep it into that 71, 72. Depends on person to person, it differs. Yeah, for some people it could be 67, 69. For some people it could be even 73, 74. I don't know. So some could need more heat into you. So the same way, like we keep the temperature based thermometer will just show however your current temperature is. Yeah, similar to the mindset we talked about, thermometer mindset and thermostat mindset. I want you to keep a thermostat today. Yeah, in case if you are not set your goal, I want you to keep and then live by that every day. Yeah, that how you wanna. Doesn't matter how that external environment or external temperature is, but you keep the temperature. Means you set a goal, and how you do anything, that's how you do everything. In the way, like how you set your money goal, that's how you'll set your health goal, that's how you'll set your relationship goal, that's how you set your all other goals. Yeah. And here we are talking about the money thermostat. You wanted to keep that money thermostat, and also about having the certainty, having the certainty, and being very firm about it. And then once you tell your mind that yeah, this is what you want, this is how you want to do, yeah, then you want to go by that. And then we are also talking about the different limiting belief or limiting thoughts or kind of oscillating mindset, whatever may come in your way while achieving the goal. And we also talked about how we can really address it, how we can get out of that feeling. Yeah, for example, we're talking about the if statement of constraints, and we're talking about the but, but. Yeah, and you put one sentence and which is so positive, so happening, enterprising, you wanted to do it, but when you use the word but next to it, then gone, it's totally, you're just invalidating the previous statement. High five. Yeah. So one example could be like whatever your goal, whatever you wanted to achieve, right? And you wanted to achieve that goal. For example, you set some maybe health goal. So I could have done this exercise, but this what happened. And whenever you bring that kind of reason for not doing, then you put it into the but statement, right? And the reason makers are always not a real good decision makers, right? Reason makers are not really abundance makers. Reason makers, especially for not doing, they're not really firm about it or not really totally committed to it or whatever. Yeah, means rather you can be a reason maker. Means you have a reason for doing it. Yeah, it could be just one reason, that why you wanted to do it. That's where while setting the goal, one is about clarity of what is super duper important. Yeah, and because without that, you cannot even proceed further, right? If you keep some sort of randomness and you let everybody confused, you let your own life confused, you get confused, you get overwhelmed, and then you might even give up. And I don't want you to give up, right? And to keep up that, and then you need to be clear that what you want to accomplish. Yeah, and for which even the how may not be clear, that's okay, completely okay. Yeah, because how is figure outable, how is will come in the actions. And in that manifestation, we always set that goal, and you have a stronger why you want to have that. Then that why, in case if you are not clear about it, you tie it with someone whom you love in the family. Yeah, it could be your kid, could be your wife or husband, or could be your reason for bigger reason, whatever reason I wanted to do, and then do it and create that co-partnership, and even create that divine as your co-partner, or co-creator. Yeah, then doing it, and then whatever the purpose, and if needed, even just push yourself and take you into the maybe lost or even beyond our life, how you want to be known, what you could have done. Yeah, if you have really lived with your 100% potential, provided there is absolutely no limit, what all you could have done. High five. Yes, friends, all of you are with me, just give me one thumbs up. Yes. Let me get a couple of thumbs ups. All right, cool, cool. Yeah, cool. Yeah, thank you. And you set that kind of, you get into that clarity and then set that thermostat. And in that thermostat, you are going to live. And in that, that's a kind of ideal. Whereas maybe the outside temperature could be super cold or super hot, but the inside your thermostat home, you are very, very comfortable. And for which, we're talking about how we can start that habit of savings. And then we introduce this or reintroduce our kind of, leveraging our past childhood method of, piggy bank kind. We call it as a miracle money bank. And how we can really create those miracle money bank. How many of you are still using it? Just give me one thumbs up, yeah. Or how many of you already gave up? I'm sure at least few of you gave up. Because the mind got busy with something else, or you are not able to focus. I also said that just go to the ATM, get some cash, and then keep it with you and then do it. Like, it's a challenge, right? It's a challenge means you are getting from you're getting out of your comfort zone. Sometimes you might even think, oh, why I have to do? Oh, I know it, or maybe it's a kid activity, not my activity, or whatever, right? So sometimes the mind may just get you out and then do it. But I want you to really to get that experience. I want you to completely do it, yeah. And also listening to this affirmations and even listening to everyday sessions and even replays, and basically to be in that vibe, to be in that need. Okay. Then what else we discussed? Yeah, anybody else wanna? Yeah, we're talking about seeing, seeking, and ceasing. Yeah. How everybody sees, very few seek, very, very few are seizing that opportunity. Yeah. So how we can do it? What else? All right. So if anybody wanna share how you're really making that manifestation, also let me know. Just raise your hand and I'll just invite you to speak. Maybe can inspire. And tomorrow we are going to have a little more detailed session. We'll make some interactive at the same time, more rewarding session tomorrow. Don't miss it. Okay. Okay. Then let me also address this question about you have the firmness. You remember this law of duality also comes with the other side of it. When you have a high feel, there can also be a possibility of low feel. Yes, high five. Yeah, friends. How many of you always have that both side? Don't say that the hero will always be winning. Yeah, maybe in the movies, yes, or maybe within a day he or she will become super rich and then do it. But in a real life, hero means is a survivor, is a surpasser, is winning through the battle. He or she is winning through the battle every day, and in spite of any kind of challenges, it's always moving towards that excellence. And in that path of excellence, in that path of creation or construction. So I also gave an analogy in few days session, few days before. You remember the construction analogy? How many of you remember? Give me one thumbs up. You have a dream house, for example. You are building, or somebody is building, you're giving money and then getting it. But assume that you are building the house. Yeah, like in India, right from beginning. You have a what to say, stone breaking even, and then laying the foundation, and making right from the beginning, and then you're constructing. So assume that it's a 6 months to 1 year project. And in that, the house will be super neat all the time. Of course, you need a blueprint for sure. The same way, each of us need a blueprint for our life, for our goal, for our whatever we want to achieve, accomplish. Yeah. And then you need resources, like building the house. You get sand, you get steel, you get even you get the right people on the task, right architect, right construction workers. Yeah. And then you bring the right money for that. You get all that you wanted, and you discuss with your family and what sort of house, what sort of design they want. And then you put together all the thoughts together and work with your person, and then constructing. Yeah, then the construction began. The same way, like your manifestation also is like setting the goal, getting the goal also is that way, right? You're doing it. It'll be messy. It'll be messy till the key is given to you. That completely all painting is done, all the inner outer work all done. Yeah, and then completely the house is super clean and super ready for your Graha Pravesa, like new housewarming ceremony. Yeah, you remember that analogy I was talking about? Maybe now I'm saying a little more detail, but yes, high five. How many of you are getting, friends? Come on, come on, come on. Let's keep the energy. Another few minutes will complete. Yep. Sometimes you might get tired while working on the dream and goal. Don't give up, because the construction space is always messy. Even on the road, when you're traveling, you see the construction. Yeah, they keep those safety measures. They ask you to reduce the speed limit, right? So you don't want to get involved in any such accidents there, or hitting those construction workers or whatever. So the safety is ensured. The same way, you want to keep some safety measure for you. So while working on it, for example, this Energile coaching. So sometimes you don't want you to be inconsistent, yeah, to miss certain things, or you don't want you to be not following that homework or not following the directions. You don't want to get involved into any internal noises or external noises, yeah, and allowing you not to take action, not to get involved, not to get into that journey of excellence or brilliance. So this is a kind of protection you are keeping it. Yeah, the same way, like all construction workers, yeah, they are wearing the right dressing, right maybe what is it, the shoes or whatever, yeah, and they're wearing the helmet. The same way in the construction space, yeah, it will be messy. It will not be like the typical, even though you wish to, yeah, and you want to be carefully walking, yeah, cautiously, consciously, and taking around, and then making that the right step. The same way, even while in the process of, you set the goal and then get the goal, right? So getting the goal, in the process, you wanna, while constructing, yeah, while being there, while working, you always want to keep an eye on the base blueprint. That blueprint is what is the money blueprint. Yeah, everybody type MB. The same way MT, right? We talked about money thermostat. The same way, you need a money blueprint. Means what sort of house you want. The same way, how much you want, what do you want, and you want to manifest that, and how you want that to happen every day, till you achieve it. Maybe you may give 1 or 2 days of holidays, like for the construction workers, but again, you always are on the job. Even when no one is working on it, you're still ordering your sand, you're ordering your whatever, yeah, and you keep things ready for you. The same way, you're always working on it. 24/7, you're working on it. Even while sleeping, you're working on it. So the manifestation is all about something similar to the construction. And you want to do it. Or you can even relate it with the example of rocket launch. Yeah, I gave another analogy, right? So why things are messy, even during the launch space, it will be messy. High five, friends. Yeah. Yes. I feel like, talking in a school like a school teacher. Come on, involve yourself. Yeah, thank you. And we wanna, you're going to launch, yeah, launch a rocket, for example. So you're working on it. You get into a place where you have never been. Yeah, that's how it is, right? So you launch a rocket. You have a moon mission project. That means you have never been into moon. You're getting your being in that orbit. Basically, you are in that. That's what I said that you get into the feel, the vibe, and everyday's construction. You're so happy. You're so happily visualizing. This is how the house is going to be. This is what the blueprint. This is what I am going to work on it. You'll not keep changing the blueprint. Weren't you, friends? Yeah, high five. Will you be keep changing the blueprint? That's why I said, fix the goal. Yeah, by this December or whatever time. Yeah. I usually have 2 New Years. Any guess? One New Year can be your birthday. As a milestone. You can keep a milestone for your birthday as a New Year. You can celebrate that way. Or few of us can even celebrate our mother tongue New Years or various other ways. But again, if your mind is not into it, then you'll not be celebrating. If I basically, I want you to just be more conscious and enhance the conscious awareness, and then being in that flow, in the state. That's the whole idea. Whatever I'm talking is how I can get each of you into that orbit. If you're in that orbit, means on that vibe, like I said, this God mode. God is in the creation mode, right? So in the God mode. And how we can really, for God, is there any limit? No limit. There is a God in each of us. There's a divinity in each of us. We want to allow that divine to work, not the other distractions, other layers. The layers will have a lot of fears. Layers will have all the frustrations, all the limitings. Yeah, you get my point? High five. Yeah. All right. So then we are going to work on it. And then so then there will be a lot of questions will come in between, a lot of noises, a lot of things. You don't want to give up in between. And even if the question comes in a different way, maybe remind me on Thursday. I'm going to teach some LQ technique, type LQ. Ask me what is LQ. Okay. Someone can remind, who can remind me on Thursday session? I'm going to share one LQ technique. It's going to change it's going to break all your paradigm and then, look life totally differently. Yeah. Yes. Am I creating some curiosity? Yes. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Hope one of you can remind me. Okay. Ask, you'll get it. Yeah. There's also a fun in that law. There's a law of expectancy, right? So you're just waiting and curious. You remember, Sudha, we used to play this game earlier in this first 40 days challenge. I asked you to remind, and then you used to remind. Kasturi used to remind, Karthik used to remind, then we used to do the same way. Okay, cool. Yes. So with that, we'll conclude. So any of you want to share that, how is this going? And any of you have any questions related to this manifestation in your journey where you get stuck? Feel free to openly ask so that it will help others too. What challenge you face in your manifestation journey? Of course, while sharing, I'm looking at all, what is that? All possibilities, thinking of each and every one of you. And this morning I was doing a open for each of you, means the money healing. Yeah. While I was waking up, because everybody needs that kind of money healing. You agree, friends? High five. Yeah, we'll talk about it more. I think we did a few sessions around how we can heal your feel about it. The more and more you heal that feel, you're free, so that you'll get back. You clear out those surrounding or surface level or layer level emotions, but inside you can wake up that divinity in you. That's the whole idea. All right, keep your light on, my dear friends. Never let that inner light off. Many times safeguard it from you yourself. That's why I keep repeating that. Stop stopping you. Yep, stop stopping you. There's something will be stopping. And I don't want you to be the stopper of your own growth. In the same way, beware of your inner and outer noises and listen to that inner voice and outer voice. Means the universe leaves cues. That's why certain anchoring, we do it. Okay. How many of you got your first $1,000? You kept it separate. And if possible, open a separate account if you don't have a second account, a third account. And then put this as a deposit. How many of you can take this as a challenge and then do it? Means you're keeping that $1,000, you're not going to think about, you're not even adding in your regular account. Okay, 1% took the challenge. Thumbs up, high five, Vanilla. How about others? I wanted to keep it separate. Basically, the idea is to have a dedicated focus on this. And then further, I'll tell you, guide you on how we can do it. How we can further build the number of best practices. But for now, you want to keep that as a separate for you. And then make it as a habit. And then slowly we'll see how we can. So few of you, if you would have been conscious and taking this super well, all these challenges, one is for sure you already have it, or you already have your in your piggy bank, at least part of the money. You can put it into that. Okay, cool. Unless anybody has any question with respect to manifesting money, either in the process or your lifestyle, or something is stuck, or you get stuck, or you're not able to take action. Okay, I assume is no. All right, until see you again. Chin up, cheer up, and keep shining. See you all on top. Take care. Continue taking massive action for the massive results. See you.